Chapter 1. Introduction to Goal Setting. Goal Setting. Goal setting has proven to be the single most powerful way for one to achieve desired results. More success has been attributed to goal setting than to any other method or strategy. Throughout history, those who have learned to set goals and to take purposeful action towards achieving them have accomplished their objectives and changed the world. Today, more than ever, learning to set goals will to a large degree determine our ultimate success. Less than 3% of the world's population has written goals. More than 80% of the world's wealth is controlled by less than 3% of its population. Is there a correlation between the 3% who have written down goals and the majority of wealth being controlled by such a small minority? There most assuredly is. What is a goal? A goal is a crystallized view of that which is possible, a written expression of one's intention that is tied to one's purpose. God has created each of us on purpose and for a purpose. An understanding of our purpose and a deep commitment to it, accomplished by clearly defined written goals, will propel us toward accomplishing our purpose, which is ultimate success. Compellingly written, targeted, purpose-based goals will guide us to our God-given destinies like a roadmap and compass. With written goals, we are able to take appropriate action and can move forward toward reaching our kingdom potential. King Solomon, one of the richest and wisest men in history, wrote, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18a, King James Version. Contrarily, we could say that where there is a vision, the people flourish. People, companies, churches, and nations suffer when there is a lack of direction and vision or goals. On the other hand, they prosper in an atmosphere with established goals and appreciate action plans. Those of us with big goals will lead the way toward big results. If written goals are this vital to success, then why do so few people have them? One reason that so few people set goals is that they were never taught to do so. You can have the equivalent of a university degree, 16 to 18 years of formal education, and not have had 1 hour of instruction on goal setting. That's a shame. One of our goals as we write this book is to help change that. Goal setting can be learned, and it can become a lifelong habit. Another reason people don't set goals is because of their fear of failure. They assume that if they set goals and fail to achieve them, they will let themselves or others down. Apparently, they don't realize that their failure to set goals and work to achieve them will absolutely lead to disappointment. However, rather than facing the pain of failure, they don't set even simple goals, much less lofty ones. It's a common problem. One thing is certain, that notion isn't from God. God isn't the source of fear. You may recall that the Apostle Paul told his young mentee, Timothy, "God hath not given us a spirit of fear, but of power, and of love, and of a sound mind." 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. Some people don't set goals because they aren't certain what it is that they really want. Remember, everyone was born for a purpose. We all need to determine what our purpose is and what we are created to accomplish. Until we know what we are here to achieve, we won't have a target to hit. No archer pulls back an arrow in his bow without first taking time to identify a target. First, determine the purpose for which you were created. Second, know what it is that you want. Then go for it. There is an ancient Greek aphorism that exhorts us, "Know thyself." For we who are Christians, knowing our identity in Christ is foundational to knowing ourselves. To know our individual motivational gifts, Romans chapter 12, verses 3 through 8, is also crucial to our success. Most success stories are a series of trials and errors. Our errors are only true failures if we don't learn from them. We see that quite clearly in the life of Simon Peter in the Bible.